Be warned, the following review may contain spoilers, bad haircut, even worse fashion sense, and a backdrop that's absolutely inexcusable. Viewer discretion is advised. Well, hello everyone, and welcome to the Horror Snob. My name is Michael James, I am the Horror Snob, and let this be a reminder to you to always
put the fucking lotion in the basket!
Well, it is Final Go Friday, people, and one of my favorite young and up-and-coming actresses is on deck next. The movie of choice, Ready or Not. The actress, Samara Weaving, playing the role of Grace. A fantastic film, a really fun film, one of my favorites. I look forward to talking about all that and more, but before we get into it, take a moment, hit that subscribe button and the bell. Stay up to date with all of my Final Go Friday selections and reviews coming up. A lot we're going to be going over in the coming weeks. As for the movie Ready or Not, if you have not seen it, the down and dirty young lady by the name of Grace, played by Samara Weaving, it is her wedding day. And she is getting the wedding of her dreams to the guy of her dreams, a young, handsome gentleman who is part of a really like stupid level wealthy family. The kind of wealth where they have live-in maids and butlers and shit. She's having her wedding day. She's excited. She loves her man loves her. Everything is beautiful. And then towards the end of the day, it is told to her that they got to play a game. The family makes its wealth off of games. Board games for the most part. Things you've probably got in your house right now, or at least similarities to things you have in your house right now. The whole family, the immediate family of the husbands, and Grace herself, the new bride married into the family, gather together to play a game. They have to choose which game they're going to play. She, in fact, is the one that chooses, and the game they choose, hide and seek. From there, this thing just goes insane. It is bad news for her all day long. And how she survives this thing to the end, it's fun. It's just good, dirty horror fun. The payoff at the end is phenomenal. Again, if you haven't seen this thing, you need to load up HBO, get on there and watch it. I've already seen it a couple times this week alone. It is a fun movie. Samara Weaving, the big part of why this thing is so fun, and just stepping away from her for a moment, the whole cast did a great job. The way they all interact with each other, the somewhat, loose, satirical humor of the whole thing, some of the deaths themselves are humorous in the way they play out and the way they happen. The characters, their little nuances, their little differences, and there's something for everybody. There's the little drug addict who's pretending to be the perfect little soccer mom. And her two kids, one of which is just an up-and-coming psycho himself. There's the group drunk who really doesn't want to be part of the family anymore. There's the overbearing dad. There's the mom who's having some issues, trying to figure out which way she's really leaning. Then there's grandma who just wants to destroy everybody. I mean, it's just a fun group. They all do their jobs very well, portraying their characters, but it comes to a head. It comes to a point with our lead, Grace, played by Samara Weaving, who, talking about her as an actress on her own, you go back to other things she's been in, The Babysitter, a Netflix exclusive movie, one of theirs, another really fun, little bit campy, humorous horror film. Again, one of my absolute favorites. And things like Mayhem. Another one of these sort of funny, off-the-cuff horror films about a group of people in an office that just go rampaging on one another. Samara Weaving, I truly believe these characters she's portraying, she's not really portraying different characters. It's just her. This is just who she is, people. 50% batshit and 50% bombshell. Which maybe shouldn't be that surprising, I think it's a safe assumption that most bombshells are probably pretty batshit. Her looks, her mannerisms, her eye movement, the way she will just catch a look sort of off to the side on camera. It just adds to a little bit of humor, the liveliness of her character and of the films she's in, including this one, Ready or Not. How she reacts to all the different scenarios that play out, all of the threats and things that happen to her and come her way throughout this movie, and then the big finale, the payoff at the end, when things take a sudden left turn, a hard left turn into what the hell did I just see? Her reaction, going from a guttural screaming for her life to almost outright insane laughter. I mean, it is a payoff. It is a payoff big time, worth seeing. There are few movies that have that kind of climactic point, that have that sort of payoff. It reminds me somewhat of things like the remake of The Evil Dead. I mean, just, it is all gore, all great, and funny at the same time. Even if you shouldn't be laughing, you just can't help but find yourself giggling at this thing. A phenomenal movie, a phenomenal job done by Samara Weaving, a person I personally think is a great actress who's perfect for these kind of roles. And if she's getting pigeonholed into these kind of things, you know, it's not great for everybody, but hell, I'm all game for it. I could watch a dozen movies of this type of nature starring her in these lead roles and could never get bored of them. A great job done by her, a great movie cast, the film itself, the color, the set, the landscape, the house that most of this takes place in. If you haven't seen this film, I don't know what you're waiting for. Hop on HBO and watch it. It is definitely worth your time. A solid A in my book, and definitely 5 stars for Samara Weaving as Grace, my final Girl Friday selection for the week. All right, that's it for today. Take a moment, hit the subscribe button and the bell. Stay up to date. More Final Girls coming up, more reviews as well. My name's Michael James. I am the Horror Snob. I thank you for tuning in, and we'll see you next time.